Assalaamu Alaykum wa rahmatullah. This is Wissam Sharif with Knowledge Travels, video of the day. Today's reflection kind of got me thinking we don't know much about where our travels really began. I mean, Egypt is actually towards the end. SubhanAllah, our first journey, I guess, in our knowledge travels started from New York to Chicago, where I went from my home to Darul Uloom, Chicago, which is the Islamic Institute of Education in Elgin, Chicago. SubhanAllah, the journey was probably in 1995, August 26th. We headed out to Chicago, and the school, which is headed by Maulana Abdullah Salim, and my personal teacher and his sons, who are 4 sons, namely Mufti Sulaiman, who was one of my teachers, and Maulana Sa'ad, as well as Maulana Abdurrahman and Maulana Ubaidullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all of them safe and all of their families respectively. We started our journey there, spent about 3 years there for memorization, Islamic history, tajweed, adab, and most importantly, what you can't get in any other school is living in a Islamic environment. If you want to call it a boarding school, you can. And one of the things we picked up while studying with Maulana Abdullah Salim, and with all due respect, I will share this story because it's so many years ago. A group of us used to wake up to make the night prayer so that our memorization could become easier. And one night we arose to find Mufti Maulana Abdullah Salim, who's actually the son of Shaykh al-Hadith, rahimahullah, of Deoband, who passed away 2 Aprils ago, rahimahullah. So we're finding the son of Shaykh al-Hadith of all of Deoband cleaning the bathroom somewhere around 3:30 in the morning. And we asked him, Maulana Sahab, why are you cleaning the bathroom? He said, because if I do it during the day, if I did it during the day, the people would stop me and I wouldn't get this opportunity. I wouldn't get the opportunity, Mufti Maulana Abdullah Salim, I would not get the opportunity to serve the students of knowledge. Just so you get at this moment, 1996 when it was, he was the imam of 4 different masajid, he was the head of our school, he was, subhanallah, ongoing with his own study. As you know, muftis continue their study. But this event took place for a long time. It just kept playing in my head for many years. Because knowledge is a lot of books, right? One of my teachers, when I was in New York, once told me, if you want to become an alim solely, you could put the alim CD in like a handheld computer and then just kind of shoot out fatwas. But humility takes a lifetime to learn. When to use what knowledge takes a lifetime to learn. So in the first step in our travels, I just wanted to share something that I should have reflected on the first day. Words in a book are just information. CDs and lectures are all information. Knowledge has only been acquired. Knowledge has only been pursued with humility. When you arrange the shoes of your teacher, when you humble yourself to realize, I know this much, which is equal to nothing. I have reached this level, which means I have now started the 0 level. And this humility, it really comes forth when a person starts to live the knowledge that they have. If they speak the information that they know, it does nothing for them. Maulana Sulaiman Mullah said this great comment, that words and all of these speeches are just information. Until you humble yourself and you sit at the feet of your teacher, then it doesn't become knowledge. So, brothers and sisters, really the first reflection on why this whole drawn out story is we tend to learn one piece of information, and if no one asks us, but you hear someone talking to someone else, we'll say, oh, I know this. And on the other hand, you'll hear someone else say something that's contrary to the one fact that you know, oh, that must be wrong because it's opposite of what I know. I really call on myself if I gain anything from here thus far, it's humility is going to lead us towards a path of understanding each other. Life is not cut and dry. Life is not black and white. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us various ways to reach a very specific goal. So I implore all of us, before you read too much into what I'm saying, for example in a fiqh issue, if someone says that this is one opinion, na'udhu billah, if we talk about wiping on the socks, but someone says that you're allowed to wipe on these type of socks, and someone shares another opinion, and they are valid opinions. I mean, really, I'm not knowledgeable enough to tell you, no, that it's completely wrong, you can't have two opinions. Really, if there are topics that should be left up to the scholars, I really feel like we have to be humble enough to accept that it's okay to disagree. It's okay to disagree, and maybe that's something we should talk about more. But this was one of the first steps. Maulana Abdullah Salim School in Chicago led me to various other stages, but maybe we'll talk about that another time. Today's reflection, most importantly, before you mock a group, before you put someone to the side, before you speak, make sure you have all parts to the picture. Before you speak, humble yourself. And I actually just talk to myself more than anyone else. Jazakallah khairan. This is Wissam Sharif for Knowledge Travels. So where are you?